Hi, I'm Barry Jones. I'm the Operations Director for 4D Monitoring Limited. 4D Monitoring was founded about 4 years ago, and we specialize in sensor technologies and service solutions to help properties be more efficient and optimized in their operation. And we've had very good use cases of examples where we've been able to save customers lots of money and also provide services for helping with smart maintenance regimes and ways in being more efficient in operating properties. And I'll give you some examples of some sensors that we use. This is a sensor that is provided by Disruptive Solutions. One example, we have sensors where we are operating leak detection as a solution. And in this example, we have comms rooms and a plant room environment where we're picking up that there's no leaks at the moment. If we move down, one of the other buttons that Disruptive provide is a smart touch button, and that smart touch button can be applied to any application for any workflow. And in this particular example, it's where the engineers need to attend certain facilities and track their activity that they've been into that facility. And we can see that there's been 73 events over a course of between the 18th and the 25th of August, there's been 8 events. So if people aren't going into facilities, that means that we can see when those actions are not taking place when they should. Moving down, other examples are comms room environments where we monitor air conditioning systems in particular. And air conditioning can be set to operate at different temperatures, but often they operate at very low temperatures and they don't need to. So in this case, we're actually monitoring a comms room environment running at about 20 degrees Celsius. You can see over time there's been some step changes. And where the temperature's running lower, it does mean that we could actually be in a situation where we're using energy unnecessarily. So the temperature doesn't need to be as low as 18 degrees, for instance. We'll talk more about compliance monitoring type items where you look at clarifiers or hot water services. In this particular example, we're monitoring with the Disruptive technology temperature sensor the hot water flows of 2 clarifier units. And with Legionella monitoring in particular, we can utilize that data to see if there's any drop-offs in temperature and when the systems are failing. And what we do with that data is we can flag it to any engineering or service team to let them know that there's a problem in real time. Another very good example is where we take the temperature sensors and apply them onto motors and bearings to monitor heat transfer, which means that we can see if a pump or a motor is running inconsistently and starting to develop more friction through bearing wear. And based on that data, we can quickly assign an action and corrective action with our remote monitoring facilities. And as seasons change, depending on whether it's summer or winter, we can monitor when chilled water systems are operating. And if we see activity like chillers running at 24/7 operation, that can cause big problems and obviously cost a lot of money. So in office environments in particular, we like to see that chilled water systems are shutting down when they need to. And one of the other use cases from the Disruptive temperature sensor range is identifying if distribution boards get hot. And if they do develop any hotspots, it can potentially cause a fire. So monitoring the distribution boards for when they become warmer and operating out of a certain range, that can mean that we can avert a major problem and help with risk management. In this example here, we've got an occupancy monitoring data feed, and we can see through using the disruptive tiles where the temperature of the room is being monitored against the desk occupancy. And on those occasions, that's when that desk was occupied, which means that there may be some desk utilization considerations to better manage properties. In general, office environment monitoring is an area that we often see needs some refinement, especially when equipment gets older. In plant room environments, we notice that equipment can deteriorate and not operate as efficiently as it should, and that means that equipment supplies fresh air into office demise and can cause comfort issues for tenants. So by operating a sensor solution in an office demise area, it means that we can identify hotspots very quickly and easily and be able to help service companies identify issues very quickly to fix them, which means comfort is restored for tenants and everybody's happy. And that's it. Thank you.